Okay, so the tapping technique is really exciting. It's created profound change with thousands of people that I've worked with doing the tapping technique over the years. So in this module, let me quickly go through what we're going to cover. We're going to cover what is this tapping technique, if you don't know what it is already. We're going to look at the different pressure points to tap. We're going to look at how hard you should tap the pressure points, how many times, what sequence, other ways to stimulate the meridian points in the body with the tapping technique. So let's begin. What is this tapping technique? The tapping technique that I'm about to share with you is very similar to acupuncture without the needles. It's stimulating meridian points, pressure points in your body with your fingers. There's a whole range of different types of tapping techniques. This one specifically is called simple energy technique. This technique is a collection of simple, user-friendly techniques. My 9-year-old knows how to do this, and you'll see her demonstrate and talk about it in the next video. Energy psychology is a clinical self-help modality that combines verbal and physical procedures that affect therapeutic change. What I really love about this tapping technique and how it can help with anxiety is that essentially it's a body technique. We'll talk more about this in a moment. So SET, S-E-T, simple energy technique, this is what I'm about to share with you, can provide significant relief for a wide range of emotional and physical problems. We're going to specifically look at anxiety, but it can work with post-traumatic stress, phobias, and a whole range of different things. But we're going to look at anxiety. Just a little bit of background. Simple energy techniques were developed by good friends of mine, psychologist Steve Wells, based over in Perth, and Dr. David Lake, a medical practitioner and psychotherapist. And Dr. Lake is also my mentor and clinical supervisor. And they simplified the tapping techniques. Firstly, it was discovered with thought field therapy by a psychologist in the States called Roger Callahan, and then simplified again by Gary Craig with another tapping technique called emotional freedom technique. And David and Steve studied extensively with Gary Craig, and then simplified again the EFT model into SET, simple energy techniques. So let's have a look at the different pressure points that you can tap. I'll show you a diagram, but let me demonstrate firstly. Let's use 2 fingers, and you can tap at the start, at the center of the head, okay? Or use your hand. And then you can tap the start of the eyebrow, the side of the eye. You can use one hand on one side of the face, the other hand on the other side of the face. It's also underneath the eye, or you can use 2 hands. Okay, so underneath the eye, underneath the nose, underneath the bottom lip. And this next pressure point, if you bring your fingers down to the base of your throat, you'll find the hollow, little U shape at the base of your throat. And if you move your fingers across slightly, you'll find 2 little bones either side. And what you can do is you can just tap like this, or 2 fingers, or you can also use your hand and 3 or 4 fingers and just tap on the bones either side of that hollow at the base of your throat. Also the finger points, you tap on the outside of the finger at the base of the fingernail. So on the outside of the finger at the base of the fingernail, and this is what they call the karate chop point. There are many, many more pressure points. These are the basic ones I use. There are others like underneath the arm. I don't use that just because of ease of use, but the ones I've shown you are the ones that I use and that I use with my clients and produce fantastic results. So the next thing we're going to look at also is how hard you should use the pressure, or how hard you should tap. Well, some people tap really hard, and you don't need to do that. You only just need to tap hard enough to feel it. Some other questions people ask usually is, how many times do you tap on each pressure point? Well, originally in the EFT model, it was talked about tapping 7 times each pressure point, but look, we don't follow that, and the more the better, I would say to you. So just keep doing the tapping is the big thing. These are the pressure points. Also, what sequence? Do you need to tap in order? Not at all. And in fact, the more you do the tapping, some people find this very quickly. Others take a little bit longer. You'll find that perhaps one pressure point feels better than others, and feel free to start right there. There are other ways that you can stimulate the pressure points. You can just put pressure on the pressure points. You can rub the pressure points, but we've found that tapping the pressure points produces the best results. So that was just a very quick video just to show you what the tapping is. In the next video, I'm going to share with you how to use it, what are the results you can look for, and you'll find that within minutes you'll notice a significant physical change after doing the tapping, and I'm going to tell you what that is in the next video when we talk more specifically about how to use the tapping technique. Thanks. See you in the next video.